Good morning, Pawleys Island peeps. Today is Monday, June 14th, and it's time for your virtual field trip to the award-winning Pawleys Island Beach. And we do it every morning with your sunrise and surf report. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Debbie, Cooper. We've got some fishermen over here just getting started. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. You just getting started?
Just getting started, yes, sir.
All right. What are you trying to catch?
Flounder.
Nice.
Good morning for it now. It's nice.
Yes, sir. All right. Using mud minnows, I see.
Man, don't get around me. I can't see this line. That's right. I don't know. That's you. I wish we could catch one for you.
Yes, sir. Well, you're at the right tide. Tide's slowly coming in.
Yep. You fish any?
We love to fish,
Yeah, I love to fish.
and the fishing's very good.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've been coming here for years. We live in South Carolina.
Do you? Where do you live?
Lugoff, South Carolina.
Okay.
Up around Camden.
Nice.
Yeah.
You sound like you get up early most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
You sound wide awake.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go.
That's great.
My eyesight. Yeah, we got it for breakfast.
Good. Well, we'll check on you. We'll come back this way. We're going to walk that way.
Look for you.
Yeah, we'll be
Maybe
checking
we'll
on you.
have something to show you.
Yes, I bet you will.
We're looking for it.
What's your name?
It ain't James Lewis for sure. My name's Billy Watts.
Billy Watts. I'm Dave Clayton.
That's my son-in-law, Johnny Taylor. And my brother, my dear friend, Terry Dowie.
Okay.
We've been coming down here for years.
How many years?
God, Johnny, how many years we've been coming here? 10, 12, 15?
15 years.
That's
Yeah.
great.
We really know the way here.
So when you come, do you stay here on the island?
We up at Parkland Campground.
Okay.
Yeah, we come to the camper trailer
Nice.
and do that.
Well, I'm going to let you continue to fish, and we'll come check on you in a little bit.
Be good now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Say. Maybe we'll have a fish tail.
Yes, sir. There's lots of bait fish in here right now. It's wonderful. There's almost no wind. Temperature 73 in the air right now, and the ocean is 78 degrees. And it feels warm. today is the birthday of the United States Army. What do you think of that, y'all? Before we even had the United States of America, we had an army. Can you believe that? Every year on June 14th, the United States Army celebrates their birthday, which started in 1775. And it started from amateur troops, volunteer soldiers, defending colonies against British tyranny. They're the oldest military force in the United States and began before the United States even existed. Volunteer amateur army, 1775. God bless you if you've served or if you are serving. Thank you so much for your service. So much to be proud of. Right now, let's see how many members. That's another thing that's really... Today, the United States consists of over 1 million active duty service members, and an additional, on top of that million, 800,000 National Guard and Reserve members. So God bless you. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate the United States Army. My dad served in the Army, and his brother. So we thank you so much. Jill, good morning to you. And Rob. It's nice not to have wind out here this morning. Because temporarily, our microphone is out of service. Look how beautiful the reflection is this morning. So low tide was this morning at 5:06. So those gentlemen are fishing the incoming tide, because high tide's going to be at 10:55, and then we'll have another low tide at 5:03 p.m. Wind is slight right now, a little variable wind. If we had to say it was coming from a direction, it'd be from the northeast. Gentle. We do have 2-foot waves, and they're about 5 seconds apart. We'll walk that way. So this week, Lisa's classroom, my wife Lisa, is watching virtual field trips. So they're going to the zoo today, and they're going probably to the Smithsonian. And so I decided to put this together a little bit like a virtual field trip to the ocean. So maybe for her children that have not been to the beach in a while, because they live in Andrews, they can come to Pawleys Island and they can see the ocean right now this morning with us. So they can't do it until it is on YouTube. So we're gonna download it and put it on our YouTube channel, which is Pawleys Island Peeps as well. So she'll be able to watch it hopefully later in the week. So that's kind of exciting. Hello, pretty dog. So one of the questions I would have thought that most children would ask is, what makes sand? If they were to come to the beach and they were to see this, they'd say, how come all this sand is here and what makes it? And I'll tell you scientifically that a loose granular substance, it's a loose granular substance, right? It's typically white or pale yellowish or brown, and it's the result of erosion of siliceous and other rocks, forming a major, it forms a, it kind of, what's the word? It forms, this is why I'm not a teacher, y'all. It forms in certain areas, or what's the word when it, like if you were in a river and it kind of ends up being at one spot. What's that called? Lisa Ann, are you listening? It collects in certain areas more than other areas, right? But it's from this, it's a loose granular substance that is the result of erosion of actual rocks. And it's continuing to erode, right? But the salt from the ocean is actually preserving it. So it slowed the erosion process. So it's really interesting how that works. It's also made up of minerals. So there you go. So that'd be an answer to a question. Making this your virtual field trip. This is an inlet right here that we're looking at. This is the Midway Inlet. It allows the creek that's on the other side of those houses right there to flow in and out of the ocean. And oftentimes you'll have these sandbars before you get to the ocean with shallow water. So ships and things had to be real careful. Lisa and I, when we've gone out of here, we've always gone out. We've tried to go out at high tide. So these shells and things that are here are obvious because they're so different from the sand. They're all over out there in the ocean. But they're just so unique, and they stand out because their backdrop is the sand. Pretty amazing. Irasaloon. I'm trying to follow you there, Amy. Erosion. I think she's saying erosion. Maybe. All right. So today's good news comes from Romans 8, 35 through 37. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or even the sword? No. In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Do you feel like a conqueror this morning? Or do you feel defeated? When things are going terribly wrong, do you remember this scripture and find peace and comfort and encouragement? It's beautifully written. The Romans could understand warriors or being, having a conqueror. They could understand that. The water is so clear today. Look how clear. Good morning. Pretty dog. For me, today's good news is one to memorize. If Jesus loves us, then nothing can separate us from that love. And he does love us. So remember that today. And I challenge you to memorize this verse so that when things that happen, earthly things that happen, you'll instinctively remember this verse and say it out loud to yourself. I guess to the universe. If you say it out loud, it's not really to yourself. But you'll say it out loud. Let's go see if they caught any fish yet. It's about time to sign out. I've got jury duty today. I wonder if just saying that could get me kicked off the jury. We'll see. So another question that the children might ask is, why is the ocean salty? So let's ask it. On our way back to see a flounder. Why is the ocean salty? So here in the Atlantic, right here, it's 35 parts salt and 1,000 parts water. So that tells you how salty it is. The reason the sea is so salty is because it's very old. What do you think of that? So it comes from two sources. the runoff from the land, and then there's openings in the sea floor as well. And in this Atlantic Ocean, it primarily comes from rocks on land and openings in the seafloor. Those are the two major things. So there's one specific place that lets off a lot of salt. So closer to that area, it's called the brine seep, like seeping, something seeping. And it's located at the base of the East Flower Garden Bank. And it's about 240 feet deep out there. And it's close to the Gulf of Mexico. So it's just an area that salt is constantly coming out of, 240 feet deep in the ocean. And then it comes out and it puts salt all over in every ocean, it says, which is pretty amazing. So there you go. Pretty interesting. So what do you think, if they've caught a fish or not? I'm gonna say they have caught a fish. That's my guess. What do you say? My guess is they caught one and it's too little and they had to put it back. We're gonna find out right now. They're conjugating together, which is not a good sign. Check out the clouds. Very low humidity today. Feels great. Smells good. All right, soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna download this to YouTube. Just in case anybody wants a virtual field trip to the beach. Today we learned about two things. We learned about what is sand, and we learned about why the ocean is salty. So tomorrow we'll have other questions we'll answer. So if you have any good questions that you want answered, put them in the comments. So tell me some good news. Tell me some good news. No bites yet. No bites yet. Okay, say that again.
Small ones like that inside.
So you caught some small...
No, I didn't. He did. The two boys above me.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a great one. So they caught some little ones. So I heard you caught a little one.
Yes, sir. So back.
Okay. Okay.
You call it a small one, too.
All right.
Just a matter of time.
You coming back tomorrow or no?
Depends on how we do this morning.
Sure. Okay, it's time to sign out. Let's see if he's got one. No. He got hung up on something. All right, y'all. This is Dave Clayton signing out. Your virtual field trip leader. This is fun. We gotta think of some more questions, y'all, for the kids. Remember, may God bless you. May God keep you. May God help you make His choices today and every day. Remembering that no matter what, nothing can separate you from the love of Christ. Remember that today. And happy birthday, Army. We appreciate your service. We're signing out. I should have brought my bugle. I should have played. Bum bum bumpity bum bumpity bum bumpity bum bum. All right, y'all, signing out. Love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Peace.